Hello everyone, and welcome to today's exploration of a profound topic, the concept of God in Buddhism. You may have heard questions like, was the Buddha an atheist? Or wondered if Buddhism has a concept of a higher power, like God. In this video, we're diving deep into what the Buddha himself said about God, straight from the Tipitaka, the ancient Buddhist scriptures. The Tipitaka, or Tripitaka, is the vast collection of teachings by the Buddha, preserved for over 2,500 years by dedicated monks and practitioners. This scripture isn't just one book, it's an extensive compilation covering everything the Buddha taught during his lifetime. If you're curious to explore the Tipitaka yourself, you can find it online at tipitaka.org, where it's available in nearly all scripts. Since the Buddha's parinirvana, or passing, 6 Buddhist councils have been held, the latest one in Burma in 1955. These councils ensure the teachings remain accurate and accessible across generations. Hopefully, a 7th council will be held before 2055, guiding the Sangha, Buddhist monks and practitioners, into the future. Now, let's turn to the heart of our topic, the Buddhist perspective on God. In the Brahmajala Sutta, found in the Digha Nikaya of the Tipitaka, we start seeing how God, or Isaro in Pali, is conceptualized. The Buddha describes the cycle of the universe that expands and contracts from infinite time, perhaps reminiscent of the modern Big Bang theory. On rising phase of world system, first of all, a Brahmalok appears, and then there appears the first being as a consequence of his own karma. That first being is the Supreme Being, Mahabrahma, or God. He appears to be the first and thus becomes the father of all, as all other beings follow his existence. He is superior to all who appears later, in appearance, in power, and in lifespan. He the most compassionate being, the Creator God, because the world expand as per his wishes, as a result of his past karma. Now, for those interested in studying Pali directly, tools like ChatGPT can help translate these texts without the human bias. Other good resources, which I personally use, are Access to Insight or Sutta Central, or. Let's take a look at a fascinating line from the Brahmajala Sutta Ayan Loko Samvattati, Ayan Loko Vivattati, which means, this world contracts and this world expands. The Buddha spoke of these cycles, describing a supreme being who exists through them. But even this God, who endures cosmic cycles, is not immortal. He too, in time, passes away, showing that, like all beings, he is bound by the same natural laws of Dhamma, or nature. Now, let's turn to the Metta Sutta, where the Buddha discusses the power of loving kindness. Here, he explains that those who develop loving kindness and compassion come closer to God, or Mahabrahma. Remarkably, the Buddha recounts his own past lives, saying that practicing loving kindness for 7 years allowed him to become a supreme soul, or God, 7 times. Sattvasani mettam chittam bhavesin. Sattvasani mettam chittam bhavetva satta samvatta vivattakappe naimam lokam punagamasing. Practicing metta meditation for 7 years, he avoided rebirth in this world for 7 cosmic cycles. His merit then made him Lord of the Angels 36 times and, later, a universal monarch on earth 100 times. This sutta shows that the qualities of God are rooted in the 4 Brahmaviharas: loving kindness, compassion, joy, and equanimity, qualities that bring one closer to the divine. Our 3rd sutta is the Kevatta Sutta, where a monk named Kevatta ascends to the heavens to seek answers from the Brahma Council, a council of gods. Interestingly, even here, the Supreme God himself refers Kevatta back to the Buddha's teachings for ultimate answers. It's a gentle reminder that the Dharma, or Buddhist teachings, is the ultimate guide, not any deity. So, why don't Buddhists worship God the way Christians, Muslims, or Jews do? While Buddhists respect the existence of deities, spirits, and even God, their devotion is solely to the triple gem, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. In Buddhism, worship isn't about bowing down to an external God. It's about honoring the path of compassion, wisdom, and inner peace. In Buddhism, the Supreme God is infinitely compassionate, yet not omnipotent. If God were all-powerful, he would end all suffering. But suffering remains part of existence, reminding us that God too is subject to Dhamma, or the natural law. In this view, God is not a creator, but a compassionate presence bound by universal law. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Buddhist concept of God. If you'd like to explore more, visit tipitaka.org or comment below with any questions. Don't forget to subscribe for more explorations of Buddhist philosophy and teachings. Stay peaceful, stay curious, and may you find insight along your path.